Hello, everybody. This is Shomishta Ghoshal from the Indulge magazine, the New Indian Express Group. And here today we have with us an awesome star who is almost every day in our talks due to her stunning role in Bombay Begums recently. We are talking about none other than Shahana Goswami, who is with us live today for her upcoming web series, The Last Hour, where she is playing a cop for the very first time. So let's wish Shahana and greet Shahana. Welcome her to our chat. Hi, Shahana. How have you been doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm fine too. Shahana, you have really nailed that stylish look, and very convincingly you have made dark skin very alluring in Bombay Begums. So, what kind of feedback are you getting? Did you expect this kind of reaction that you are getting?
Actually, I don't think we really know how shows are going to end up doing and how people will perceive it. But I personally really enjoyed the character from the time I read it, and then have getting to work with Alankita and Bonmila and with the other actors, Amrita, Pooja Bhatt, everybody. It was really a very intense journey for me, and I think Fatima as a character is very very different from who I am. So to be able to portray her. Convincingly was something that I had to tap into other parts of myself. But I was really really happy to see the response to the show and to the character because Fatima is not a she's not an easily likable character or understandable character rather.
But
So
gradually you also understand her viewpoint. That's how
right.
Fatima builds up. So,
Right.
Shahana, here you are, you will be seeing in the next web series in a very non-glamorous, de-glamorized role of a cop. So, which is a
Hmm.
very opposite to what you played in Bombay Begums.
Hmm.
And here, as a cop, this is also your first such act on screen. So, if you could elaborate on the role and if you could tell us what you play and how you prepared for the character, it looks very tough. So, how did you prepare for it?
I actually the character I won't say was very tough. It was just a new kind of profession, new world that I had to inhabit. Being a cop, it was something that I'd never done, and it's something one has seen on growing up. Cop films, female cops as well, and it's something that I always wish to do, or just as an experience. So I couldn't have asked for a better platform in terms of the kind of story. Because for me, what really drew me to this show was the script and the storyline of the last hour, and it's been to me it is a story that weaves very beautifully the whole aspect of the thriller and crime series, which is through the police investigations of murders that are happening, but it weaves in the whole shamanic tradition and a shaman's experience of superpower of being able to talk to the soul of the person, the deceased person, and experiencing and seeing their last hour. So it's kind of merged these two things and then taken it one step further by going into the secrets, the unsaid things, the equations between the characters. So I think it was the script that really drew me in, and then the bonus of the fact that I could get to play a cop that I'd never done, uh, get to shoot in a beautiful location in the mountains in the northeast, in Sikkim, Darjeeling, kind of around the northeast. And then when I met Amit, of course, it made complete sense why something like this would be shouldered by him. And it was also the script has been written by him and Anupama, and they've done such a great job of it. And when I met him, I realized that he's very different. He's not the run-of-the-mill Bollywood, commercial filmmaker. So his vision and his ideas are very out of the box. And it was a pleasure working with him. So when I met him, it was more a desire to also be able to be directed by him, to work with him, to get into his mind somehow. And yeah, that's kind of what happened. In terms of preparation, I don't think we did too much because, like I said, the whole thing about her being a cop is her profession, is her being. But in a show, I think what is essential is who the character is and what they are as a human being. And Sanjay also keeps saying this often in a lot of his interviews, and I love what he says because he says, we're not playing super cops, who come in
Right.
and like take charge and fix everything. we're playing real cops who are vulnerable, who are failing, who are finding new ways of discovering new clues and things, taking help from other people.
Just like the real cops do.
Exactly, making jokes in between. So that's also what was really nice, that it was a kind of real portrayal of the police force of a of a police station.
So it's a supernatural thriller, and where shamanism comes in. So how interesting did you find that?
Very, I mean, I think I've always been intrigued by the occult, the esoteric world in any case. And I have to say
Really?
that post the show, funnily enough, is when I've got much more into that realm. But to me, it was very, very interesting to see that whole, or to experience it a little bit through the show. And yeah, I mean, it's something that I find very intriguing, and I think more and more people are drawn to these things today. To when we talk about alternative therapy and things like that, people go in for there's shamanic healing, there is Ayurveda, or even going into energy, Reiki. These are all things that are tapping into traditional things, which some people can call supernatural. I think people who are in the allopathy tradition would call it supernatural, so they call homeopathy also supernatural, and so it's just a perspective. But what I liked is that it's not in the story. It's using things that actually exist, that are actual traditions, that are actual beliefs within the country, within parts of the country, and not something that has been created as a make-believe world. So of course, there are aspects and angles which are make believe and storytelling, but it's still using the root of it, and the base of it is something traditional that already exists.
Right. So do you believe in ghosts and spirits?
I definitely believe there is a soul, and I believe that the soul neither. I mean, there's one ultimate soul which is fragmented into all other beings. So I don't think that there is any beginning and end to it, really, in that sense. We just change bodies and forms. So of course, it is, but obvious that once you leave the body, the soul still exists. That the soul, maybe even the identity of that soul still exists for some period of time in some realm. So uh, and I've heard enough stories of people visiting or hearing from their parents through mediums and things, and the kind of things they say which could not have possibly been known to the person who's in front of them. So I have no reason not to believe it. I mean, for me, I'm one of those who will believe until given reason not to believe, not the other way around.
Right, right. So, but can you tell us, Shahana, one terrific moment out of the series where you really had to, work very hard, or a moment which you will not forget while shooting the series? Any such memorable moment, or any such tough acts that you had to do?
Um, I mean, I don't think there was anything very, very tough, but it was exciting to be able to do a little bit of action that one had. There's one little sequence which actually we shot in Bombay, because there was a lot of interior work that we did in Bombay and not in Sikkim. So there was a sequence where there is a bit of a chase, and we almost managed to catch the bad guy. So that was one part which was challenging. The other thing actually that was funnily challenging, and it's kind of more funny than challenging, was the fact that I know how to drive, but only enough. I've always only learned how to drive for shoots. So
Ah,
from the age of 19, 20, I've only learned how to drive for some kind of shoot. So I keep forgetting because I don't drive otherwise.
right.
And for this shoot, I had to drive, and I had told them that I need driving classes. So we hadn't done the classes yet, and they had to do one tiny sequence where I had to just take the car out, and I managed to not do that successfully and bang into another car. And very quickly, soon after that, the next day onwards, I was put onto the driving classes, and of course, it took me 2 3 days to get it back, because it's like muscle memory. Once you know it, you kind of know it, and then the next time I had to shoot some 10 15 days later. There were two cameras on the car,
Okay.
and I had to kind of, it was a tricky thing where I had to drive with one hand, and I had the phone in the other hand, talking to Arup, to
So,
Sanjay's character.
yeah, okay.
And it was a curvy road, and then suddenly an accident happened, so I had to just brake. And and everybody was really nervous about it. And I think for me also, it was like a big day in terms of performance, which had nothing to do with acting, but more to do with being able to act and not crash the car and not,
Right.
make the insurance company pay lots of money. But thankfully, yeah, from the first take itself, I think I haven't ever got so much appreciation for a good take. So
Oh, wow.
that was like a
Wow.
funny.
So what are your upcoming projects, Shahana, that we will be seeing you apart from the last hour?
Apart from the last hour, there is another show that we're in the process of shooting still, called for Amazon, called Hush Hush, which is
Hush,
being
hush.
yes, which is being directed. The showrunner is Tanuja Chandra, and other than that, there are a couple of short films that I did, which I don't know where and how they're going to come out, but I'm hoping that.
By which
Yeah.
filmmakers, if you tell us?
One is with the director of Tu Hai Mera Sunday, Milind Dhaimade. So I'd done a short film with him, which was supposed to be a part of an anthology. And another short film I did with Radhika Apte. She wrote and directed a short film that I acted in. And there's a
Yeah.
third one that I've done with Prerit Seth, who has written and directed this short film, which is about the lockdown actually, and personal stories, three different stories within the lockdown. And we're hoping that that will come out in one of the platforms independently. So these
How did you
three
find another talented actor, Radhika Apte, to work with, as a
Oh, she's
director?
absolutely fantastic. I mean, I think we have a deal with each other that when I direct, she'll act. When she directs, I act.
That's great. And
So,
tell me.
no, she's a fantastic director. She, firstly, even her writing is so brilliant, and she's so clear about what she wants. She's very hands-on as a director, and for me, it was a great pleasure to work with her. Those are the kind of directors I love to give, 100% to, and do everything that I can to fulfill their vision.
So you've seen her as an actor and worked with her as a director. How would you rate her as both? What would you, I mean, would you rate her more as a director or as an actor?
I think she's great at both, but I always give directors more credit only because your job is that much more. So if you're a good director, then you're a little bit higher
Automatically.
up than, yeah, than being a good
Yeah.
actor. Because I mean, I'm not taking away from actors, but I'm saying it takes a
No, no.
lot more skill as a director to be able to hold everything together. So in that sense, I think the fact that she's a fantastic director and writer makes her automatically more talented in that department, just
Right.
by virtue of what all skills it requires to be good at that.
Thank you so much, Shahana. It was a pleasure talking to you. And
Thank you,
thanks for all
Felicia.
your time. Stay well and take
You
care.
too.
Stay safe.
You too. Take
Bye.
care.